Live. Good morning and welcome to the Media Speaks Live Sunday morning news broadcast where we talk about the news. Ideally, we try to talk about real news. Sometimes we do talk about fake news. I think we've pointed out that, when we're talking about a hoax story, it's because it's a hoax story. If I was going to talk about fake news, it's because that news is fake. Check out my previous reports like fake, and how I had the domain name fake.com. Couldn't really get enough money supporting and funding to keep that domain name going under the .com that I purchased. But, I'm not Joel Stein. I don't go online. I don't raise $7 million and just chill and take the money and break like a snake. Anyways, I'm DLAKE for Prez, reporting for Speaks. Try to make it all rhyme and sound cool on time. Great. So Sam's not here. He texts me he has a job. And he says, don't forget that he's a photographer on the Polar Express. The Polar Express? What are you, Tom Hanks now, Sam? So Sam's not here. And recently we've had some other Are you serious? How long have I been on fucking mute? Wait, did I just press mute? Tell me I wasn't on mute this whole time. Jesus. Chat. Go to chat. Have I been on mute this whole time? What the fuck? I don't know. I'm not paying attention, but then when I looked, I was like, it's like, DLAKE, you're on mute. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like crap. I don't want to repeat everything I just said, but the inventor of the Big Mac died at age 98. Then the inventor of General Tso's chicken died at 98 within days. And then I'm like, who's next? These things always happen in threes. But then I found out that days before that, at age 99, the founder of Corona, Antonio Fernandez, died. And then when I went to the link, it said that he left $210 million. $210 million to the residents of the village in Spain's Leon province, where he grew up in deep poverty as one of 13 siblings. The only problem with that is it wasn't really Spain that was drinking all the Coronas. It was Mexico. And all mis amigos in Mexico are like, ¿Qué pasó? They were like, what the fuck in Spanish? You know what I'm saying? They were like, aquí la chingada. And fucking, like, the Mexicans made and drank all the Corona. And some village in fucking Spain gets all the 210 million. I don't know. That's where he was from, dude. You can't. I mean, if Walt Disney wants to give all his money to Tinkerbell and Mickey Mouse is like, what the fuck? I mean, who are you to say? So, who am I to say? But anyways, isn't it weird that Big Mac, General Tso's, and Corona, 1, 2, 3. I mean, 1, 2, 3. That's an Inglourious Bastards joke. If you're watching the video, so also I was saying this morning is it was a lot of big news this week. Kellyanne Conway.
For Palmieri, here they are. Do you think? What did you take away from that?
Oh, they don't play the clip.
Well, the rest.
So Jennifer Palmieri was battling Kellyanne Conway at the Harvard Center at what they call the Harvard Post-Mortem. Like if you just go look up post-mortem on Google at Harvard 2016, and the primary news was that campaign manager for Trump, Kellyanne Conway, actually the third campaign manager in Donald Trump's campaign cycle, and the first also was there. His name is Corey Lewandowski. And you might remember Corey had some problems when maybe he touched or grabbed or said, excuse me, miss, like, don't get too close to Mr. Trump. And then that reporter lady who was outside of, like, you know, no, she was in her free space. It's America. But she was being really pushy, and she was getting, like, really close when she had already been warned by Secret Service not to get so fucking close. And Corey said, excuse me, miss, and touched her. And she came out and said that she was bruised and abused and taken advantage of, and her arm was severely, like, you know, like this. But what she didn't know, but what came out right after, was that in Donald Trump's magnificent hotel, we have a security camera that was actually pointed, like, right there and saw the whole fucking thing. Where he said like this, excuse me, miss. He did like a tap. Hey, hey, hey. Getting a little too close. That's kind of fucking old news now, but it's like, so Corey Lewandowski was there, Kellyanne Conway was there, and they were battling Robbie Mook, who says, my name's not Mook. I'm not a Mook. My name is Mook, like book with an M. No, your name's not Mook. Your name is fucking Mook. Okay? And Jennifer was there. Palmieri was there. And you know who wasn't there, though? You know that Kellyanne Conway, like all this week in the news, it was Kellyanne Conway battling Jennifer, Kellyanne versus Jennifer, about the win where Jennifer says everything is Steve Bannon and white nationalists and white supremacists, and DLAKE is with the KKK, and like I'm deplorable and I belong in a basket of deplorables. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. And she says, Jennifer says, and U.S. Uncut, whoever the fuck they are, they're like, Jennifer, every point Jennifer made was amazing. And it's like, are you fucking retarded? And you know, that's so funny. I was just reading that this morning, so I had to fucking undercut those fuckers. They're called Uncut. No, your name should be cut from the team. Your name should be U.S. cut from the team, is what it should be. Yeah, I just lost my whole place. But it's so fucking funny that Palmieri was like, oh yeah, it's Breitbart's fault because of the white nationalists and the white supremacists and all that other crap. And Kelly's like, you're going to look me in my face and tell me that's how we want it? Yeah. So it's a big argument. But here's my question. Where was John Podesta? So Donald Trump's campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway, was battling Hillary Clinton's communications director, Jennifer, and Robbie Mook, and a few of the other people that were aboard the Stronger Together plane. Andrea Mitchell couldn't be there because she's supposedly non-biased press. Where's my laugh track? Andrea Mitchell. No bias there. CNN, no bias at CNN. Anyways, they weren't there. But where was John Podesta? The campaign manager. The campaign manager. So Donald Trump's campaign manager, who, going back to what I was saying, yeah, his third campaign manager, because there was Corey Lewandowski, grabbed by the arm. There was oh man, oh, we're taking a quiz here. Come on, you know his name. The second Trump's second campaign manager, and I never really liked that guy. He was okay. But then they said, oh, maybe you had dinner with Putin or had some Russia things. Dude, I feel like I'm failing a quiz right now. I know his fucking name. People watching the video are shouting at me right now. They're like, fucking, you know his name. You know campaign manager. Russia. The Russian one. The one that got in trouble for Trump's second campaign manager. We know who we're talking about. Not Kellyanne. Come on. Come on, Google. Anyways, Manafort. Jesus. Thank you, everyone that's still watching. You were probably yelling at me the whole time, Manafort! And I'm all, what's his name again? So Paul Manafort, then followed by Kellyanne Conway. Okay, so 3 campaign managers. But Manafort, like, he got, you know, kind of thrown under the bus and buried under the sand because he had something to do with Russia. So he was just like sort of cast to Siberia kind of thing, but that's fine. I mean, he's still doing well. He's fine. Everything's perfectly great. He's wonderful. He's magical. Everything's great. No worries about him. He's good. Kellyanne Conway, if like the winds start to blow south and the sand starts to fill into the hourglass and she finds herself not having the voice that she is having all day today, all day yesterday. And I'm talking about on every media platform. I mean, if she's not the press secretary when Donald Trump is inaugurated, she has been the pseudo de facto press secretary of the past 2 weeks. She's the semi-quasi-proto press secretary. I mean, if Donald Trump has a press secretary right now, look, Kellyanne Conway is the press secretary-elect. I'm not saying she's going to be the press secretary after Inauguration Day. I'm saying she's the press secretary for the president-elect right now. She's the #1 main person that you see on every channel doing the most speaking. She's on the Sunday shows more than Susan fucking Rice after Benghazi. And I just wanted to point out that if you go back to that 60 Minutes interview with Susan Rice, that totally points out that back then, and something that I covered reporting for the Media Speaks, is that it was actually Susan Rice filling in. You know all those lies about Benghazi? And you remember how Susan Rice went on 5 Sunday shows and told all those lies about Benghazi? Did you know that that was Hillary Clinton's job, and it was Hillary Clinton that was supposed to be there, and it was Hillary Clinton that didn't go there, and it was Barack Obama for Hillary Clinton that basically asked Susan Rice to go on 5 Sunday shows. And when I say 5 Sunday shows, I'm talking about, like CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, ABC, CBS, right? Like, you go on all the popular news shows on Sunday. You know who went on all those shows today? Kellyanne Conway. And Chris was all like, 60 Minutes Chris was all like, yeah, Kellyanne, don't you think, and Anderson Cooper last night was stuttering too. He was like, oh, Kellyanne, both of them, they were like, what's up with Donald Trump talking to the president of Taiwan? What about the one China policy? Well, hey, you fucking idiot reporters. According to the one China policy, you're not even supposed to call her president. And you just called her president, Anderson Cooper. And then you're gonna criticize Donald Trump for calling her Madam President on his Twitter. Okay? You know, when I go to Twitter and log in right now, if I were to put out a tweet, I'm not under oath. If I put out a tweet right now, I mean, you could fact check it all you want, but I didn't put it out to be fact checked. I just put it out. Okay? And I'm not the president yet, but I'm DLAKE for Prez. And when I'm the president, when I'm actually officially the president, like Donald Trump is the president-elect. You know? I'm DLAKE for Prez, not for president-elect. So this is the transition period. And his people are like, we didn't know that he was going to announce that it was going to be Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Mad Dog up in this bitch. Mad Dog. Mad Dog. Mad Dog. We want more. Mad Dog. Mattis. Sounds like the Matrix. Mad Dog Mattis. Give me images. Yahoo. Default fucking internet. So, there's Mad Dog. Mad Dizzle. Mad Dog Mattis. Mad Dog! Dude, Trump's going to be like, you got a problem with America? That's fine. That's cool. Are you sure you guys want to go that route? Because I'm going to call out Mad Dog Mattis. Mad Dog! You guys are going to cash out real quick because Mad Dog doesn't play. Mad Dog. No, but this guy's seriously educated. I think he's a good pick. We'll see. He's got to get a waiver from Congress. That's still going to happen. Going back to the Harvard postmortem that we had the other night. And I said, you know who wasn't there earlier in the program? I said, you know who wasn't there? John Podesta. And did you see this week that it came out old school? Like, I should have thought of this. I should have went into an internet time machine, but old school verified Twitter account post from Andrew Breitbart from 2011. 2011, 5 years ago. And the author of this tweet, this bird tweeting out, Andrew Breitbart, where the name, you're like, Breitbart. Why does that sound so familiar? Because you probably went to that website before. Or if you've never been there and you've only heard the mainstream media continuously telling you how Steve Bannon was one of the guys behind Breitbart. Obviously, Steve Bannon's name is not Breitbart. You know whose name is Breitbart? The founder of Breitbart. His name is Andrew Breitbart. Okay, that's why the website is called Breitbart. It's actually in honor. I mean, well, it's not in honor. Well, it lives on in honor. It lives on in memoriam for Andrew Breitbart, who started the fucking site, the website, the .com. He died in 2012 of a heart attack, and the circumstances were suspect at the time. A gentleman that was in good health that had just given several scathing interviews and was in the midst of promising bombshell revelations shortly before he died, days before he died, Andrew Breitbart. And I want a website to live on in my fucking name. You know, so DLAKE for Prez. So Andrew Breitbart said in 2011, how progressive guru, in other words, a politician of the progressive nature, John Podesta, by name, spelled correctly, John Podesta, I think we know who we're talking about here, isn't household name. Household name. When you think of name, you think of something your whole house knows about because everyone obviously knows about that person at this time. As world-class underage sex slave op cover-upper. Okay, now keep in mind, this is a tweet. A tweet. Do I have any sound effects on this bitch? Dun 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 Tweet it to the highest mountains. But on Twitter, you only have 140 characters. So there is some abbreviation and stuff in Andrew Breitbart's tweet from 2011. So let me try to extend the tweet and explain exactly what Mr. Breitbart was saying at the time when he was still alive. How progressive guru John Podesta isn't a household name as a world-class underage sex slave operative and cover-upper, someone covering up sex slave operations, defending unspeakable dregs, you know, horrible people that you don't want to associate with in society, totally escapes me. He doesn't understand. He can't possibly put it together, but he attempts to. No, he does. He just says he doesn't understand. It totally escapes him. He doesn't understand how this person hasn't been brought to justice in 2011. It's 2016. John Podesta's emails have leaked. They have been leaked. His Gmail got hacked. He was doing all this communication on Gmail, got hacked. It got posted on WikiLeaks. There's all kinds of motherfucking there's all kinds of posts or all kinds of email transactions. And going back before the election, I mean, there's stuff from 11, 12, 13, before Donald Trump announced, you know, well before, talking about pizza map treasure fantasies and hot dog deliveries and can't wait to visit your hot dog stand. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are, John Podesta, and your invites from, you know, for the suicide cult ritual, Suicide Squad cult ritual, or whatever it was. What was that again? It was your fancy dinners. Okay. It's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, I came with like a friend, and now you're talking about, it's like, I'm like, I'm so hungry. What's on the menu? Blood, semen, feces. We're going to walk around and see some black guys naked, standing against trees, but painted white. But you can still tell that they're black guys. I don't know how, but you just know. And then you're like, and then there will be a sacrifice. Will it just be an effigy, or will it be for real? We don't know. Followed by pizza and hot dogs. Okay? Pizza. That's one thing I hate about Pizzagate. Hearing about these pizza places, I don't know, because I love pizza. Such a great food. I think I'm going to call and order me some right now. I think I might have that later. Pizza, but not, but just regular pizza. So leave a comment below if you love regular pizza. No code words. Has nothing to do with anything. Just, you know, pepperoni on the pizza, cheese, pizza. I like pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza. I'll just get it delivered from a trusted source. Like, I don't get little children delivered. No, that's just weird. Pizzagate is fucking scary, right? I need to set up a hotline. I need to talk to people about this. And just say, what are your feelings? I don't know. I was kind of watching Owen last night. Owen Schroyer. I didn't see the first part, though, so I was kind of just going with it, though, because other people are calling. They're like, yeah, you went to this one pizza place. Like, I don't know. Like, I think about the pizza places around me. I'm like, yeah, none of them really seem that creepy. But I don't know. Maybe if I go downtown or something and I see something weird, maybe I would, you know, if I saw something that I thought was really weird, I'd report on it. But I don't know. It's mostly chains around here. Respected places. I haven't seen a lot of that. I mean, except for online. I mean, like, look, Pizzagate, don't let the mainstream media fool you, okay? Because Pizzagate didn't start with the guy at the Comet Pizza. It didn't start with Alvaredes or whatever his name is. It didn't start with him. It started with emails on Podesta's hacked email account. And, like, when the emails first started leaking on WikiLeaks, Hillary Clinton actually, in one of the debates, addressed something that was born from the emails of John Podesta, suggesting that information was real. Even though I think in the same debate she tried to suggest at the same time that no, that was Russian fake media. And what did I say about the Harvard postmortem? Where the fuck was John Podesta? John Podesta is in fucking hiding. And go ask Andrew Breitbart if he was still alive. But why don't you just go back and look at his tweet in 2011 when he said the goddamn son of a bitch should be known by every single American as a fucking pedophile sex ring fucking ringleader or something. And him and his brother and their artwork and stuff. I'm an art fucking major, and like their shit is just goddamn disgusting. Go back and watch my reports about artwork and how like people that I love, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, amazing actor. I love all his movies and stuff. But him and Angelina Jolie, they like fucked up artwork. And so does John Podesta. And like, what are these fuckers really into? And like, if it's little kids and hurting them or anything like that, or human trafficking, or like pizza equals little boy, and fuck these motherfuckers. Like, you're like, hey, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We'll fucking go Predator on his ass. And like, nah, I mean, whatever. Schwarzenegger. He's raising his kid. Him and the maid. I don't know. George Lucas is taking a long nap. George Lucas, Arnold Schwarzenegger. What George Lucas should do is sort of, in a way, not all of them, but he should hook up with Stallone and the Expendables. Because now, after George Lucas already sold Star Wars, and Disney's just getting carried away with that, what George Lucas needs to do, while he's still alive, is go off in this direction and actually be even bigger. The guy that made Star Wars, forget the fucking prequels, man. Look, Stallone made some fucked up shit. I'm saying that George Lucas should exist over here as not the director of Expendables. No, not that. But as the Expendables of directors. Boom. Did everyone get that? I'm dealing for Prez. That was fucking amazing. Like, what I just said, I'm going to go back and rewind. Look, I just called it. George Lucas needs to start directing again. But work with, Stallone, Schwarzenegger. Like, I'm saying, like, no. Yeah, I kind of am. He's like, okay, the Expendables, the movie. So you get where I'm coming with that. George Lucas is like that now of directors, not actors. Okay? You have the actors of the Expendables. What is it? It's all the old school guys. Then in the third one, they teamed up with all new school guys. Don't get to the third one. Go back to the first one. When it was just like, where have all these guys been? All our favorite action heroes, they all teamed up again. George Lucas needs to, like, you know what I'm saying? You totally get it. I get it. I know what I'm saying. It's hard to explain. Just like it's hard to explain that John Podesta should be in jail. Why isn't Anthony Weiner in jail? Well, Anthony Weiner is back at home from the sex rehab clinic for sexting and stuff. A lot of people are saying it's such a big deal. He's like, I don't see what the big deal is. She was only 16. Okay, that's going to be a problem. And you're married, so that's probably another problem there, Anthony. But he couldn't afford the sex rehab, so his parents, Anthony Weiner's parents, apparently put their house into foreclosure. This is not fake news. You can go look it up. Or mortgage their home up to $25 million or something. I don't know. Go look it up. I'm not just making stuff up. I mean, I read it earlier, but I'm just trying to remember it. But yeah, his parents. His parents are like, Anthony, you need help. He's like a 40-year-old guy. A 40-something Anthony. Anthony. First of all, you have a nice looking body, but you're seriously muggly. I mean, look at your face. Your head and neck don't look like they should really be on the same body that you have. It's weird. You know, I mean, I guess some chicks like it. They just close their eyes. They're only 16, so I mean, that's not appropriate, Anthony. We have your laptop. And oh, no, this isn't your laptop. Oh, this is your wife's laptop that you share with your wife. Oh, wait a second. Well, when we look it up, for some reason, emails that exist on a server at a remote location somehow have all been hard copied in the form of 650,000 on this laptop in a folder called insurance. Well, that's weird. This other folder called sex crimes. Like, we found all this other shit. Oh, how convenient. Look, I don't know who's to blame, but someone's got to go to fucking jail. Little kids. I don't know, like. Those little Haitian kids just human trafficked to the fucking pizza places in Washington, D.C. I don't want to name names, but apparently there's quite a few pizza places in Washington, D.C. A certain group or on a certain block that some people speculate have underground tunnels, but we don't know. Washington, D.C. apparently has underground tunnels. I don't know. It's like the president's going to make his way underground in a tunnel. Like it's Escape from Washington, D.C., the third movie in the Escape from Somewhere trilogy. It's John Carpenter. I think Kurt Russell's in that bitch. Whatever. No, they just switched it up. They actually made two movies in the same year. One was called Olympus Has Fallen, and the other one was called White House Down. Is that right? Something like that. White House Down? They really called it that? Oh, yeah, with Jamie Foxx. I told you guys that was going to happen a long time ago. So funny. Anyways, sometimes when I just do these shows by myself, I just talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like the Rush Limbaugh. That's not Rush Limbaugh. Or the Alex Jones with more or less facts. It's up to you. Oh, so I had a really crazy idea earlier, and I kind of want to talk about it in terms of how I came across it. So I'm going to give it, no, it's not the right link. So I'm going to give a shout out to my friend LA3. I just call him LA3. That's all you need to know. He said, FB friends, Google sexy white mom. Go to Google, type in sexy white mom, then go to images. Then in Google, search sexy black mom and go to images. And then let me know what you find. He found what I found when I first searched. There was a lot of amateur. There was a lot more. There was a lot more porn when you searched up the sexy black. And I said safe search, filter explicit results, and then you get some hot black, hot white. And I said before that there was definitely more X-rated results for sexy black moms, but I think that is probably a keyword thing. I go on to explain later. You got your keywords, your algorithms. You know, I mean, like a lot of times it's the person posting the photograph that determines the keywords. So I mean, if more black women in their keywords say sexy black mom, then do whites, I mean, then that's on them, right? And then he says, and then I said, you know, safe search, put the filter explicit results thing on in Google. And I also pointed out that if you just search sexy, just the word sexy without white mom, black mom, white mama, black mama. I got more drama than black mama, white mama. The average person does not do safe searches, and why should they? And I'm like, well, were your kids like standing right next to the computer while you did your Google experiment with your black mama, white mama? And he's like, but that is another form of privilege. If I want to Google sexy black moms, I have to add a level of protection. Privilege? Oh. So white people can search sexy moms in front of their daughters, but black people can't, because if a white mom in front of her white daughter looks up sexy white moms, it's only going to be clothed, you know, individuals. But if it's the black mom with the black baby or whatever, and it's like you look up sexy black moms, they're all naked and taking dicks and stuff, and it's like, I'm like, yeah, dude, I did your stupid experiment, because it started like this. Look up sexy. I'm like, yeah, I did your stupid experiment, and I got a bunch of fucking porno that I can't show people on my YouTube Google sponsored fucking show on Sundays. I can't show them that. He's like, yeah, that's my point. I'm like, okay, well, you got a point. And then I thought of a brilliant show idea, and I messaged my friend at like 3, so we'll see. Oh, but he also said that black teenagers versus white teenagers on Google search, and I don't even want to search that. I don't even want to play that game. How did you guys feel about Donald J. Trump saying that on Monday it will be announced? He said keep it in the room the other day, but now it's getting serious. He's saying Mad Dog Mattis. Mad Dog. Mad Dog. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about it, but we'll see. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I know it was kind of a weird thing, and I was kind of going off in all different directions. If you like it, though, please like the video, and then in the comments below, just say what you think about DLAKE, how I can improve and be better. And I know I got to get a few things fixed, and probably be cool if I wore a suit and had a black curtain and took off the shades and put on a suit. It was real. Maybe I could get on Tucker Carlson then. I'll fucking battle that motherfucker. No, that'd be weak. I'd agree with everything he says and end up trying to cuddle with him. All right, thanks everyone for joining again. DLAKE for Prez, themediaspeaks.com. Hopefully next week, Nikki, Sam will be here. It'll be a much better show. Maybe Emery. We'll see. Or juice on your chin.